Mr. Rilling, first question is, what do you see as the most pressing issue facing Norwalk over the next 2 years? And if you are elected mayor, how do you plan to address it?
Thank you, Dave. Unfortunately, a city the size of Norwalk doesn't have one most pressing issue. There are several issues that we need to address. One of them is getting some of these stalled development projects moving. Another is finding ways to fully fund our Board of Education without having to overburden the taxpayers. So getting back to development, I plan on working on development every day of every week of every month of every year, because we really are missing out on some tax revenue streams that will help fully fund the Board of Education. The Board of Education, we have had 5 superintendents in the last 7 years. We need to give Dr. Rivera, a man of accomplishment, the support that he needs to do his job. He will have my support in seeking out foundation money from private corporations, in order to help, again, bring revenue into the Board of Education without overtaxing the citizens or the homeowners of Norwalk.
Mr. Moccia?
Well, I don't know, is this a rebuttal or a answer to the question?
Answer to the question.
The answer to the question is, well, first of all, we will continue to maintain our AAA bond rating. I'll move it closer. How's that? We'll continue to maintain our AAA bond rating. We will continue to seek out development to help our grant list. We will continue to move forward from that. And when I hear about stalled development projects, brought some props, 80 apartments proposed for 587 Connecticut Avenue. Zoning, okay, 53 more apartment units and office square footage on Connecticut Avenue. Tomorrow we'll be cutting the ribbon with Lieutenant Governor Wyman for River Commons, 34 more affordable units. We will continue to move forward. The redevelopment has not been stalled. Also, a quote from the Fairfield County Business Journal, and I quote from the president of the Home Builders Association: "Norwalk is on fire, and Generation Y is driving it." And again, to quote, "Norwalk is now getting gentrified and is exploding with growth." We will continue to do that. These are words not from me, but from Fairfield County Business Journal. The development projects are moving forward. One project is stalled, and we are working with them, and we're trying to get them to move forward. But to say that redevelopment has been stalled is not accurate. We'll continue to move forward. We'll continue to improve our infrastructure. We'll continue to balance the needs of the taxpayers with the services that we provide.
Mr. Rilling, what is your rebuttal?
Well, I take exception with that, because anybody who would drive down Wall Street, drive down West Avenue, and look at what's not happening there, I think would agree with me that there are projects that are stalled. I remember in 2011, just before the election time, in September and October, I went to 4 groundbreakings. One project, Waypoint, started just after I made my announcement that I was running for mayor in February of 2013. So some of the projects are stalled, and we've missed significant revenue streams on taxes. You have not received one increase in taxes from any of those projects that we are referring to. Waypoint, POCO, 95.7. So I disagree wholeheartedly.
Mr. Moccia, one minute rebuttal.
Well, I'm not quite sure where he's driving. I just named some, and Waypoint is moving. 95.7 has a new developer coming in. North Water Street's moving. And quite honestly, on Wall Street, part of the problem there is some of the building owners that have allowed their buildings to deteriorate, some of whom are affiliated with the Democratic Party. They could do their own by cleaning up the buildings on Wall Street. So, to say it's stalled is absolutely not true. And by the way, we do get income from when they pull their building permits. We get a sizable amount of money from the developers when they pull their building permits.
The second